When the United States fired missiles at Nigeria on December 25, 2025, Washington said it was not a declaration of war. It was a counter-terrorism strike. As always, President Donald Trump announced it first. He typed out a long message on social media. He said his target was the Islamic State, or ISIS, or, as he put it, ISIS terrorists operating in northwest Nigeria. Those were his words. The U.S. military also posted videos of the attack. The footage showed Tomahawk missiles launching from American warships. More than a dozen missiles were fired. The targets were 2 ISIS camps in Sokoto State, in northwest Nigeria. The U.S. military said multiple ISIS terrorists were killed. And what did Nigeria say? Abuja described it as a joint operation. Nigerian authorities said they provided the intelligence that led to the strikes. But these strikes did not happen in a vacuum. They came amid rising tensions between the United States and Nigeria, particularly over allegations of persecution of Christians. Nigeria has a large Muslim and Christian population. Muslims make up about 56%, while Christians account for roughly 43%. President Trump has repeatedly claimed that Christians are under attack and that Islamist terrorists are killing them in large numbers. In a recent interview published by the New York Times, Trump went further, warning that the United States could carry out additional military strikes in Nigeria if attacks against Christians continue. Referring to the December 25th operation, he said, "I'd love to make it a one-time strike, but if they continue to kill Christians, it will be a many-time strike." The comment was made when Trump was asked about the Christmas Day missile strike in northwest Nigeria that targeted ISIS-linked militants at Nigeria's request. In a statement released after the strike, Trump said, "I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay." And tonight, there was. Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists. Islamist terrorism is a serious problem in Nigeria. Boko Haram remains active in the northeast, while Islamic State affiliates operate in the northwest. Violence has been increasing. Last year alone, more than 12,000 people were killed. However, there is no conclusive evidence that Christians are being uniquely targeted. The Nigerian government has rejected that claim, as have local activists and security experts who say both Christians and Muslims are victims. Just days later, a blast tore through a mosque in Borno State, killing at least 5 people. Trump may be right about the scale of violence, but critics argue he is wrong about the religious framing. Still, Trump has not backed down. He chose to launch the operation on Christmas Day, the most important day in the Christian calendar. Given his language, ending with "Merry Christmas to the dead terrorists," the strike was widely seen as a political statement as well as a military one. U.S. officials themselves have expressed doubts about the long-term impact of the strikes. They believe airstrikes alone will not defeat insurgents who are deeply embedded in the region. Northern Nigeria is home to armed bandits, criminal networks, Boko Haram, and ISIS factions. Long-range strikes may disrupt them, but they are unlikely to eliminate them. A lasting solution would require a full counterinsurgency strategy, and Nigeria cannot do that alone. Yet earlier in the year, the Trump administration cut U.S. aid to Nigeria, worsening the humanitarian situation in the north. Vaccines and medicines became scarce, conditions that extremists often exploit. Nigeria appears aware of the political stakes. In recent days, President Bola Tinubu said diplomatic tensions with Washington had eased. Soon after, the missile strike was described as a joint operation, raising questions about whether Abuja is seeking to repair ties with the Trump administration. The risk, critics warn, is that Trump is communalizing the fight against terrorism. This is not Christians versus Muslims. It is terrorism versus humanity. Framing it as a religious conflict could deepen divisions, radicalize communities, and ultimately strengthen the very groups the strikes are meant to weaken. The question remains, is there Christian genocide in Nigeria,